Morning everyone. I just thought I'd come on and do a quick update on what's been happening. So the last video I uploaded last week were actually filmed a month ago. I've actually been out of action a month. For those who don't follow my Instagram, will be unaware that I was actually in an accident. Not a massive accident, you know, I'm alright, but basically me and my father-in-law were using this drill rig to drill a borehole here on his land, and cut a long story short, I basically had hold of this tool here to undo one of these drill rods. So we'd actually sent about 10 drill rods down, so we were 60 metres deep, and we're just I went in to undo the next rod, and my father-in-law accidentally pressed a button which resulted in me losing my finger. Luckily only half a finger, but yeah, it was an experience to say the least, living in regional Chile. You know, Chile's a third world country. They don't have the best health system, especially of public health, and the nearest hospital's about half an hour away. So basically we drove half an hour. They basically said they couldn't do anything for us, so they put me in an ambulance and sent me a further hour away to Santa Cruz, a public hospital, where we was told there wasn't a hand surgeon in the public health system, and any chance of saving my finger would have to go to Santiago, to a private clinic. So of course I wanted to try and save it, but actually by the time we got up to Santiago we was 6 hours since the accident, and it was 10 hours before I got into surgery. So yeah, they didn't manage to save my finger, but you know, it could have been worse. So it's been about 5 weeks now, and it's still swollen. I'm still not able to bend it, so yeah, I'm out of action. So you're probably wondering, how does this affect what you're doing? You know, it ain't going to be long till you can start using your hand again and get on with the build. Well, before we came to Chile, Scarlett's dad bought this drill rig. He needed a few boreholes doing on his land, and so did his brother, Scarlett's uncle. So he bought the machine rather than paying for some blokes to come out and do it. He actually bought the drill rig, so it's actually sat here doing nothing. So that's what brought us to Chile. We thought we'll come live off grid and just do boreholes as a business, not full time, just do. We looked into it, and we were actually able to do one borehole every 2 months, and that would give us enough to live for 2 months. Obviously if we needed the money we could do more. So that's what brought us to Chile. You know, it's a big expense to buy one of these machines, so we're fortunate enough not to have to. But obviously since the accident, Scarlett's just, and myself, you know, I'm not willing to put my limbs at risk. You know, I've worked with heavy machinery for 17 years, so I'm very comfortable with machines. But when you start, it's a two-man operation, so when you start putting other people in the mix, you know, you're putting a lot of responsibility on them, and because I don't speak fluent Spanish, it makes it even more difficult. So we're not going to entertain using this drill rig, which puts us back into, you know, a bit of a worrying state, because, you know, financially we have enough for the build, but we really need to have an income after that. You know, we don't need much to survive. Obviously we won't be paying for electricity, water will be free, so we don't need much of an income, but obviously we do need something for food and fuel. So yeah, we're back to drawing board. So right now we're having to stop the build because I don't want to put more money into it until we start earning a bit. So the plan is I'm going to head to the land today and get it covered. What we've done, you know, winter's coming, there is going to be rain, so I really need to get the house covered before we get any water. And then the plan is just come back to drawing board, try and create a business. You know, I don't even know where to start. I honestly don't, but you know, we're going to try as best. We don't need much, we don't need to earn much, but we need to earn something. So that's the plan anyway. So we're going to put a stop to the build for now, and try and come up with a business. So yeah, we'll head to land and we'll get it covered, and hopefully, fingers crossed, you know, it's been a month since I've been to the land, so I'm hoping there has been no rain, and the wood's in good nick. But anyway, we'll soon find out. Quite upsetting really, coming driving to land. You know, it might be the last time I drive here for a while. Like I say, we'll get it covered over now and just get to drawing board. Try and come up with an idea. You know, it's got to be something I enjoy as well. I'm not too bothered. If I don't enjoy it that much, I'm not bothered. As long as I don't have to work full time to get what we need, I'll be all right. It's just trying to find the market, trying to see what they need here in Chile. Everyone seems to do everything. You know, if you need to get hold of anything, there's always someone doing something because the salaries are that bad here. Everyone seems to have their own businesses, especially in the countryside. So it's just trying to think outside the box and come up with something unique, or maybe not so unique, but something with a hint of English in it. I don't know. They're very stuck in the ways, countryside Chileans. You know, I'm no disrespect, but they live very simply. So it's quite hard to try to fulfil the needs really, and trying to get them to part with the money, I suppose. But it's interesting. I'm looking forward to coming up with something and seeing what happens. Like I say, it might be an absolute failure, and we might be on next plane to England, which I really hope, because this has been 4 years in the making. So I'm just itching to get this build done and start living a frugal life. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm getting a bit concerned, guys. We've been in Chile 6 months now, and we haven't seen a drop of rain. Obviously, it's getting to end of summer now, so it's inevitable it is going to rain sooner or later. We've bought land at the coast, but we actually live an hour inland, and the temperature and the climate is so much different. That's why I've kind of rushed to get the house covered before the rain starts. I mean, I'm still not fully healed with this finger. I can't bend it or anything, and it's a bit sore, but I've got to get this covered. But I'm about half an hour off the land now, and it's absolutely dark as hell. So I'm really concerned that it's actually rained in these last few weeks that we haven't been here. It might not, although it really doesn't rain much here, so there might be just dark clouds, but I'm just hoping to God it hasn't, because the wood we've got down just won't last 2 minutes in the wet if it's wet. So yeah, I mean, worst case scenario is ruined. It's only going to ruin the plywood we've put on top as the flooring, and that's, you're talking about £800 worth of wood there. Obviously we don't want to take that hit, so yeah, we'll go and we'll check in when we get to land, and fingers crossed. Hey, look at the little stump. Cool, eh? Fingers crossed the wood survived. Oh, we have some moisture. It's very fine rain. I'm still about 15 minutes away, so I'm not... Yeah, I don't know, it's not looking good. I think the wood that we've got down will take slight moisture, but if it's been a heavy downpour, we're screwed. It's so frustrating, you know, it's been so beautiful where we are, and we're literally only an hour away. It's easy to forget how unforgiving the coast is. We're not having much luck lately at all. But anyway, we'll get there and we'll check the wood out. Just had a good look round, and we're all good, thank God. So I'm going to get this covered. I don't think it's going to rain here, so yeah, luckily. But as you can see, we actually came and concreted these posts in and did most of it. My intentions were to come and I haven't put any noggins in, so I've got a bit of work to do. But obviously we had the accident, so we didn't get round to coming and doing it. So anyway, that'll get done at a later date, but as you can see, it's absolutely a lot bigger. So it's going to be a decent sized house. I'm looking forward to it. And then so this is going to be our bedroom, so I'm really looking forward to having big glass sheets here. So yeah, views will be phenomenal. And then like I was saying about this this pine tree, so same here, we're going to have a wood burning stove in the middle, and then a glass corner, so we'll just have to trim this back, but that is going to be as view. Get rid of some of these dead trees to open view up over at forest. So yeah, no, I'm happy with that, but the balcony is going to be absolutely humongous. It's going to be very tall, but it's not impossible. So yeah, that'll be the next stage. I'm gutted. I want to just continue building, but anyway, let's get it covered and protect it from the winter. So that's it. We're ready to. I've just cleaned it all. I'm just going to run it around. So yeah, I've bought some of this thick plastic, 100 square meters, which is what the house is now. So we'll get it rolled out and see how it looks. Cost me £80, which is bloody expensive when it's only temporary, but it's cheaper than losing all this wood. So yeah, it had to be bought. So yeah, we'll get it rolled out, and then what I was thinking was I'm going to run it over the edges like that, and then just run battens to keep it taut. Obviously, if you just screw into it, it's just going to rip and tear. So I'll run some battens, and then in middle, I'm going to put some old cut-off posts. Just to lift it a bit, just to get air to circulate. I don't know if that's a good idea or bad. I'm just thinking if you leave plastic on top and it rains and then it gets hot, it's just going to start sweating. Yeah, total guessing, but that's my plan anyway. So yeah, we'll get it rolled out. One handy tool you've got to have is a Leverman. Scout bought me this in Australia, and you just can't do without them. Multifunctioning, and you never know when you might need them. So that's it, she's covered. I'm just going to run some gaffer tape on 2 joints, and then she's sealed. So hopefully that'll keep the rain out until we get back to what we're doing. Yeah, not too bad of a job with my stump. Definitely don't want to be doing any proper building yet, because she's still a bit sore like, but anyway, we got this done. Does anyone know if this is actually going to be okay? I mean, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, it's actually starting to like get condensation, or well, it's misting up. I don't know how much moisture is going to be in there. You know, it's a hot day. It's, I don't know, maybe low 20s Celsius. Yeah, it seems like just in patches there's just condensation underneath. You know, that's why I've put some timbers on there, just to keep the plastic away from the wood, just try and get a bit of air circulating. At this end I've cut it short so air can actually get under, but the water should stay at bay. Yeah, let us know if this is going to cause us problems, if it's actually going to sweat. I mean, I don't know if you can tell there, but it's not touching, but there's condensation there, so it's obviously humid under there. But is that humidity going to cause the wood to get wet? I have no idea, you know. You think to protect water you just cover it with some plastic, but yeah, I don't want it to cause us problems. So yeah, let us know guys if you think it's going to be an issue. I don't know if there's any other way. There might be another way. Yeah, let us know if you know.